Samsung's $650 Galaxy S24 FE aims to bring the company's best AI and camera features to a lower price. We're gonna see how it holds up. The Samsung Galaxy S24 FE at first glance looks much like last year's Galaxy S23 FE. We've got pastel-colored backs and aluminum sides. My review unit here comes in blue, but the phone is also available in mint, gray, and graphite options. The phone's a little bigger than last year's S23 FE, allowing it to have a larger 6.7-inch display and a larger 47 mAh battery. I'm still testing the battery, but I've noticed that I usually get through about a day's battery life pretty easily, coming in at around 30 to 40% after a day of heavy testing. And that's pretty good. The biggest difference between last year's Galaxy S23 FE and this year's S24 FE, though, is on the inside. It's the processor. Samsung moved away from using Qualcomm Snapdragon processors, and instead, for this phone, is using its own Exynos 2400E processor. That's an interesting choice because it makes it a little bit more like Google's Pixel line and even Apple's iPhone line by using their own processor. Google uses a Tensor chip, Apple uses its own A series of chips. My early performance benchmarks are putting the Galaxy S24 FE at just a hair slower than the more expensive $800 Galaxy S24 running on Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. And that's pretty good because it's $150 cheaper. Samsung's biggest push, though, on the Galaxy S24 FE, much like all of its other Galaxy phones, is Galaxy AI, capable of live translation, note summarization, and generative image features. The phone also does Google's Circle to Search, which I've had a lot of fun using, scanning flowers and plants here at the Highline. Galaxy AI, though, is not exclusive to the Galaxy S24 series. Samsung has updated a lot of its earlier phones with Galaxy AI. So we're gonna go back to the office and test how much faster these AI features run on the S24 FE versus last year's S23 FE. Okay, so we're gonna scan with both phones this Fantastic Four comic. This is not scientific, by the way. Okay, and both, it looks like the S24 was a bit faster at pulling it up, as expected, but both did the job. For our next test, we're gonna take office favorite Celsius energy drinks and do a little generative sketch to image to change the logo of the orange on the can. So I drew a star on top of the orange on the Celsius can photo on each phone on the 23 and the 24. And now we'll hit generate on both at roughly the same time and see how long it takes to generate some options. 3, 2, 1, tap. Now let it load up. Generating. All the little icon effects. Orange star on the 24. Yeah, the 24 provided a few different orange stars, as does the 23. There's also been some changes to the little Live Fit logo tagline on the on each of these, so it's a little bit funny. To test Galaxy AI's website summarization and translation features, I've pulled up my colleague Katie Collins' article about energy in the Scotland region. I both pulled it up about the same amount of time, and both largely have actually extremely similar points, and then translate it into Spanish. So from these tests, we can see that the Galaxy AI features work the same across both the S24 FE and last year's S23 FE. But there was a slight speed improvement with the S24 FE. So not enough that you should buy a new phone if you have last year's phone or another Galaxy device, but if you're getting a new phone, the S24 FE should provide plenty of speed to do some of these Galaxy AI features if you want to use them. The Samsung Galaxy S24 FE's cameras feature a 50 megapixel wide lens, a 12 megapixel ultra wide lens, and an 8 megapixel telephoto lens. These cameras are similar on a specs level to last year's S23 FE, but Samsung says the inclusion of AI and enhanced processing should help the phone take better photos in more challenging environments, including darker settings. Samsung's Galaxy S24 FE is one of the few flagship phones left that are still selling in the $600 to $700 price level, and it has the specs to match that. I especially like the phone's larger screen and loud speakers, which is particularly helpful for all my YouTube binging. But as far as what I don't like, I do think Galaxy AI is a little early right now. As much fun as I am having drawing new coffee art onto coffee cups over and over again, those sketch-to-image features do get a little old, a little fast for me, but we'll see. This is still a developing space. The Google Circle to Search, however, is very useful, and I've been using it a ton. I also had to put a knock on the Exynos processor. It's not the fastest out there, and if you're hoping that this phone could be a cheaper way to still achieve the fastest, most powerful processor, this phone won't be it for that purpose. You should instead look at the more expensive Galaxy S24 series that's out there, or wait a few more months till next year when we expect Samsung to release the Galaxy S25 series. So if having the latest and greatest specs in a new phone isn't that important to you, but you are looking for a phone with a great screen, new features, and 7 years of software support and security updates, the Samsung Galaxy S24 FE could be a great value and a good choice for you, especially at its $650 price level. Check out my full thoughts on the Galaxy S24 FE in my written review on CNET, and until next time, I'm going to enjoy this beautiful park day here at the High Line. Bye!